Hi everyone, we're in Peru at the moment, and in this video we're going to cover one of the most important topics if you're travelling to Peru or coming to live here as an expat even, and that is which are the best and the worst ATMs to use or avoid in Peru. Now that takes into account the fees, the limits, and what currencies they give you, and we're going to give you a few other important tips. Firstly though, please be aware that these details have changed in recent years and even in the recent last 12 months. So most of what you can find online is incorrect information, it's out of date, whereas we've gone to all of the different ATMs. As you can see in this video in a moment, we've videoed and taken down notes on all the different options. So let's get rolling. All ATMs in Peru give the option of English language. Once you insert your card, that's the first thing they show you on the screen. A few of them, but not all, give other languages like French or German on that first screen too. So there's no need for assistance from anyone, not that you should consider that anyway. The ATMs accept foreign credit and debit cards, all of the usual suspects like MasterCard, Maestro, Visa and so on. But other than that, they're all different in the charges and the maximum amounts that you can withdraw in different currencies. Now, most machines will allow withdrawal in US dollars, and all of them obviously in Peruvian soles. Some only soles, as I say. Let's get into the charges and the limits. These are all daytime limits. Do remember that in Peru, at night, the banks can lower the withdrawal limits, and it's also less advisable to be withdrawing cash at night. And the banks have taken this into account, and that's why they've lowered the limits at night time in many cases. Note that the following fees are in addition to your own bank's charges, if there are any. Now, there are some very good banks that you can choose to use if you're going abroad, globetrotting, going to live somewhere, going on holiday, and they don't charge you. One of the most renowned ones in the United States is, of course, Charles Schwab. In the United Kingdom, there's banks like Chase and Aqua's credit card, for example. Banco de la Nacion is 400 soles maximum, and it's got zero fee. So this is unbeatable for soles, and it's unique as far as we know in the country that you do not get charged anything. The only thing is that they do not have ATMs all over the place. They are quite common, but not all over the place like some brands. And there's no US dollars available from any of their machines. But they're my first choice whenever in Peru. Then we have Scotiabank, which is neither the best nor worst in both classes. It's 400 soles max with a 25 soles fee, or 160 US dollars max with a 7 US dollar fee. Then again, BCP Bank is neither the best nor worst with 700 soles, a very generous withdrawal limit, with 36 soles fee, and 200 US dollars maximum and a 10 US dollar fee, again, middle of the range. Interbank, also with Globalnet on their ATMs, is 400 soles max and 25 fee, 200 US dollars max and 8 US dollars fee, again, nothing particularly remarkable. Now, the worst for withdrawal fees on soles is BBVA, so do avoid them if you can. They give you 400 soles max and 38 soles fee. They are the worst one we found. And with US dollars, 300 US dollars max, 10 US dollars fee. Not too bad, not the best either. So BanBif, we didn't find quite as many of those banks around, but when we did, they were quite impressive with their 700 soles max withdrawal. That's the highest available that we found, along with BCP. But they only charge 18 soles, whereas BCP charged 36. So that's much, much better. So BanBif, if you can't find Banco de Nacion, you might want to try and find one of them. The tragic thing is they're both some of the least common. Now, BanBif offer the best deal when it comes to US dollars, with a 200 US dollar max withdrawal limit, but only 550 fee. Now, that works out to the lowest fee per dollar. Don't forget that these limits are in a way not necessarily that important because you can do multiple withdrawals per day. How many you can do depends on other factors, for example, with your own bank. But that's the best way we found to withdraw US dollars in an ATM in this country. So that's 200 US dollars $5.50 fee. I've got two final important tips before I go. To avoid risking losing your card in an ATM, having it gobble it up, I recommend using ATMs that are inside banks. Then at least you have a chance, if it doesn't give you the card back, to speak to the bank and recover it that way. If you're in a supermarket, shopping mall, away from any bank and it's just an ATM on its own, you're not going to ever get your card back. So that's one thing. The other great thing about withdrawing in a bank, especially in a bank in a mall, is recommended because you get that extra security of security guards watching. However, always be on your guard no matter where you are, but I recommend especially a bank in a mall because you've got the mall security and you've got the bank security. But always be aware who's watching, who's close by. Just don't do anything if you think someone is keeping tabs on you. I won't mention all the usual sensible precautions that everybody says to take in all countries around ATMs, but I will say that you should immediately separate your money into different interior pockets or other places that are on the inside of your clothing or whatever before you turn around and leave the ATM. Don't just get the money, put it in one pocket and then leave. I hope this video has been useful. If you're thinking about visiting Peru, it's a great place, highly recommended. And please give me a like if you found anything in this video useful. We hope to give you the best value possible in the shortest amount of time. Thanks.